Okay folks, so I wonder how many of you are going to see that video I did this morning about no notifications. Well, I was just thinking about it, I was thinking, wow, that's the earliest I think I've ever done a video, I think. I'm not entirely sure now off the top of my head. Anyway, so here we are, sat in the shopping, well, I don't know if you call it shopping mall exactly, because I don't know strictly, well maybe it is in a sense, but it's in Victoria train station anyway. Sandra, you'd probably recognise this. So when you're watching this, Sandra, yeah, do you remember when we sat here? I think it was the first time you came to my shop, I think. Was it the first time or the second time when I was in the first shop? And that was the first time we'd met. And I think we came here for lunch. I think, if I remember rightly, I think you got, well, so I got some KFC, and I forget what you got. I think you got, well, you got something, but I can't remember what the heck it was. But we sat in the KFC bit, anyway, yeah. So I've come in here because like it's so windy out there. I mean, it's really windy. So I thought to myself, well, you know, we need to find somewhere indoors so that we can avoid the wind. So I thought, well, let's do it here, I guess. Do you know what I mean? At least it avoids the wind. So at least there's that. Anyway, so yeah, there was something else I was going to mention. I thought, right, oh, I know, we'll do a little video about that and blah blah blah. But yeah, also, like I say, the comments thing. Like I say, you'll see the video, obviously, the one I did early this morning. But like I said, I'm not getting any notifications at all. For some reason, I'm not getting any notifications letting me know when you guys leave a comment. So again, apologies if it seems that I've not responded to your comments or whatever. I'm just not seeing them. And like I say, if it's like 2 or 3 videos back, then there's no way of me knowing. You know, I'll always check the last video I did as an automatic thing anyway, you know what I mean, just to check it, just to see, you know, obviously if you've left a comment or whatever, and then I can respond to it. But, you know, maybe 2 or 3 videos back, I'm not necessarily going to check those straight away necessarily. I mean, because obviously normally I wouldn't do, because I'd get notifications if there is any, and obviously I've not been getting that. So now I'm going to just have to keep checking for now until that issue gets resolved, hopefully. Okay, so there was that bit. Also, I was thinking I might do the video here, but now I'm not so sure I'm going to do it here. And there's always that question, when's the right time to talk about a particular thing? Anyway, Sandra asked me how Joanne is, and I left maybe a rather cryptic response. Maybe cryptic, maybe she got or understood, I don't know. But I've been meaning to do a video about it for a while, but it's like I said, it's the, you know, when's the right time. And I've been putting it off, and I did do a video, actually. I did do a video about this, but then since deleted it, because like I said, I just don't know. I don't know why I'm finding it difficult to talk about this subject right now. Right, so basically, Joanne, I've not seen Joanne in nearly 2 months. In fact, it might be longer than 2 months. And basically, I'm not entirely sure what's going on necessarily. I have obviously some idea, but not specifically necessarily. Cut a long story short, and this was, like I say, this is about nearly over 2 months ago. It's easy, maybe getting near to 3 months. I'm not entirely sure. I can't pin it down any nearer to that. It's not more than 3 months, definitely not, but it's getting towards near 3 months at least. It was round about July, I think. Yeah, it was before my birthday, so it was like maybe about 2 weeks before the end of July or something. So what's that? July, August, September. Yeah, like I say, it's getting towards the 3 months easily. Anyway, so basically, like I said, Joanna been staying with me as she normally does for a couple of nights, and as always with Joanne, you know, she'll spend the night and then spend the day with me, whatever, blah blah blah, and then, you know, initially the idea is that she goes home that day or whatever, do you know what I mean? But then, you know, come towards the sort of middle of the day or towards the sort of early evening of that day, she'll probably turn around and say like, oh, can I stay tonight, blah blah blah, and more often than not I say yes, you know what I mean, because obviously I don't mind. But this particular one day when she asked, I kind of just, you know, there's times and moments when you just feel the need for a little bit of space, you know what I mean, and I just wanted to have a bit of me space and that. And we've had this discussion many times before, do you know what I mean? We've had this discussion many times before, me and Joanne, do you know what I mean? And more often than not, everything's usually fine and kosher and no issue. I mean, there have been a couple of times in the past where Joanne's kind of taken it personally and think like, oh, you don't love me anymore then, you don't want to be with me or whatever. And I'm thinking, no, that's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I just need a bit of me time. Do you know what I mean? That's all. Sort of, you know, just a little bit of space. You know what I mean? Because I'm so used to being on my own. I've been on my own for virtually all my life, one way or another. And you know, it's kind of like, for me, it gets a bit too much if people are around. Even for Joanne. Do you know what I mean? And and that sounds horrible, I know, but when you're so used to living in a certain way, it's hard, do you know what I mean? It's not easy. And it's not that I don't want to be around her, or I don't want her around or whatever. That's not the case at all. You know what I mean? Far from it. It's just that, you know, like I say, there are moments and times when I just need a little bit of space, that's all. And anyway, so, you know, that particular day I turned around and said like, well, no, you know, I just want a bit of me space, blah blah blah, you know, so basically I said that, no, you can't stay tonight, you know what I mean? And okay, I could see that she wasn't happy about it and all the rest of it, but, you know, and I tried to reassure her, look, you know, it's just for tonight sort of thing, you know what I mean, blah blah blah. We've had this discussion a million times before, so that was that. And then she went home, and like I said, I did get a sense, obviously, I mean, when you've been with somebody for so long, you kind of, you know, you kind of know when they're not happy. But, you know, like I say, we've been through this a million times before, so I didn't think it was like to the point where, you know, she's just not going to come back. And basically that's it. She's not come back since. And that, like I said, was nearly 3 months ago. So, yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. And if you ask me, do I miss her? Of course I do, 100%. Do you know what I mean? And this is another reason why I don't want to do this here, to be quite honest. Although I have done, essentially, but I don't want to start getting too much into this right now, because obviously I'm in a public space, and you know, I don't want to be discussing personal issues necessarily in a public forum, which you might think, but you're doing a video about it, and that's got to be one of the most public forums you can imagine, I guess. But I think you know what I mean, guys. Right, okay. So anyway, I think for the time being I'm going to leave it there, and like I say, obviously you guys let me know what your thoughts are. I mean, I know perhaps I should go round, but it's one of them, isn't it? It's the longer you put things off, the harder and harder it gets, you know. of course I want to go around, and I've been thinking about it constantly, almost constantly, and you know, about going round or not. And yeah, of course a part of me wants to, but you know, I don't know. I guess some of my stupid pride is also getting in the way. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking, well, you know, wow, I didn't necessarily do anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? And like, why are you being like that? What the heck? Do you know what I mean? It's like we've been through this a million times before, you know. And anyway, but the thing is, you know, I do love her, guys. I love Joanna. I always have done. And you know, the thing is, you know, if she doesn't, for whatever reason, she doesn't want to be friends or whatever, then, you know, the thing is, I don't want to force myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to. I guess I'm just leaving the ball in her court, essentially, and I'm just thinking to myself, well, no, it's down to her at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know, guys. It's not. Relationships are not the easiest things to deal with, and to put my relationship in a public forum, you know, in a sense up for public debate is in some ways questionable as well, to be quite honest. I think to myself, well, maybe that's part of the reason why I've hesitated about making this video, and lots of other factors as well, but anyway, right, like I say, I'm starting to feel really uncomfortable now, so I'm gonna just leave it there for the time being, guys, and I assume that maybe we'll have a further discussion about it, maybe, I don't know, but right, okay, I'm gonna leave it there for now, guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.